Welcome back. This week on Wildcard Wednesdays, I decided instead of trying to find another game that I'm going to try to start from... What? Didn't you just... Oh, because F9 is... No, it's fine. Don't worry about that. Another game that I'm going to start from the beginning and then not finish because I get bored a couple hours in. I've decided I'm not going to get bored this time because I'm only going to make one video. This is Shadowrun Dragonfall. A game I've already played and already know I like. Was there anything in there I wanted? This is just my stash. I don't have any other weapons. And it's a user-generated campaign that I already know I like. One of the only user-generated campaigns for these games. This is the second. Dragonfall is the second of the 3 games that Harebrained Schemes made in the Dragonfall. The Shadowrun franchise. So it's the second best because it was basically incremental engine improvements plus a story tacked on. And I only play these, when I go back to replay, I always play these. This is the Antumbra Saga by Sirion. I'll put a link to their workshop page in the description. I don't know if this is a character from Shadowrun or not. I don't know if this is a larger character from the canon. Just like in Vampire the Masquerades, they just throw those in, and I don't know that much about. I don't know the deep lore of Shadowrun. If Emperor Norton is available in other campaigns, let me know in the comments. Yeah, I guess I'll take the aid. So Sirion, like I said, made the only what I consider good campaigns for the Shadowrun franchise. This is the Antumbra Saga, which is the packaging of Antumbra 1, 2, and 3 that they released for Shadowrun Returns. So if you don't count those 3, they made 3 bangers that only get better and better. Rival or exceed the ones written by Harebrained Schemes themselves. I don't know what I just selected. Which I just can't say for the other. All the other user-generated campaigns I've played were either unfinished or like way too ambitious and unfinished. I don't know. It's been a few years. Maybe they've been plugging away at Shadowrun Unlimited this whole time, and now there's tons of content and tons of reasons to just go and do the same missions over and over again, same randomized missions over and over again. But honestly, if I want that, I'll play Shadowrun on the Genesis. Oh, this guy again. So this Emperor Norton guy, he's got a dog. Ew, right? But he's got 2 dogs, even better. But they're going to be stuck with us for the rest of this. So also, I started this already. We're about, I think this is the start of what would have been Antumbra 2 on the original. Just going to go ahead and haste myself. So I've already been playing it. The long story short, for the recap, my character, this guy, this lady guy, Joyfuru, she teamed up with, well, she briefly met with Emperor Norton, but she took down some guy who was trying to kill all the humans. Some meta-human extremist wanted to kill all the humans in a city that's currently besieged. I don't know if that's the right word I'm looking for. Oh god. Right, fine. We'll run up to him. By the Japanese humans. The Japanese human extremists have taken Calvary at this point in the storyline. I assume that's Shadowrun canon that's taken from. God, Emperor Norton doesn't even have any weapons. Who needs health? Do you need health? Nobody needs health. Oh, Joyfuru needs health. Let's give her some health then, before she takes more damage, so she can get all her health back at the end of this battle. Also, she's a famous musician now. She's a Shadowrunner and a famous musician. It said something in the, if you looked at the loading screen at the beginning, it was like, it's hard to be a Shadowrunner whose face is known or something like that. Also famous because you saved Calfrey from total destruction and war. Because if the guy with the metahuman plans had done, then they would have had war with the Japanese, and then it would have been a whole thing. All right, let's just compliment the Emperor. I know he likes that. Oh, but he's a pacifist too. I forgot about that. So maybe he less liked that. I should have brought up teamwork instead. I should have gone all teamwork and happiness. Or maybe I should have given the dogs credit. But then he might have been like, "Oh, the poor dogs. They shouldn't have to take part in this. Look at them. They want to take part in this. They're bred for it." I think one of them has magic powers. He can shoot fire and stuff. Kali is the musician that took us under her wing at the beginning of what I'm assuming was originally Antumbra 1. I just like these games, man. This whole thing was an excuse for me to just keep playing the game I was already playing. And I've already played before. And I was already playing in my free time. And make a video about it because I didn't feel like looking. Honestly, I just didn't feel like looking through my Steam library and be like, what do I play for Wildcard Wednesdays? The Black Book's fallen through, Jade Empire's fallen through. Every game I try to play disappoints me. Yeah, why should I care if the Terror invades? The Terror is a metahuman organization. I know that they're part of the Shadowrun lore. They're causing trouble. Terran, that's it. They cause trouble all over the place. They were the guy that I killed in the last chapter. He was working for the Tier. Okay, good. I think Emperor Norton is like a historical figure. I don't know from where, but this guy is supposedly like channeling him or something. He calls himself the Ninth, I think. And he talks about his predecessors a lot, but I think it's just like a spirit thing, because Shadowrun. You don't know about Shadowrun. Shadowrun's a cyberpunk thing, but while the cyberpunk was taken off, I got high intelligence, so I'll pick the intelligence thing just cause it says I wouldn't be able to pick it if I didn't have more than 3 intelligence. The cyberpunk thing, but then while the technology was taking off, then there was a sudden thing where all of a sudden magic and shit makes us back into reality, and some people turn into orcs and elves and dwarves and stuff. And then there's magic and spirits and everything. That's Shadowrun. If you didn't know Shadowrun. I'll just tell Kali is my mentor. I do anything for her. That's my character in this run through. I'll pull up my karma sheet. I made a character with no body, got good quickness. I ran quickness and intelligence, so I got decking. I got decking up, and I got rifles. Ranged combat. I do rifles and I do decking, and I have cyberware. Where is it? Here it is. My data check. You come with that when you pick decking. If you put decking, you get that. And then I added this right before the last mission I went on. I was just like, shove it all in me. Maybe I'll replace this stuff with more efficient stuff so I can get more stuff later. Because this 2 essence is a lot, and that's per leg. I only got one of those. That was 2,000 Nuyen. This is like 1,500 Nuyen. I just was like, well, I thought I was at the end. To be honest, I thought this whole Antumbra Saga was shorter than it was. I thought it was like each mission was one. It's been a while. I did remember Emperor Norton being important later, but I couldn't remember if that was because he shows up in one of the other campaigns. So both of the other campaigns are for Dragonrun Shadowrun Hong Kong, which I'm excited to get to. They're both way better than this. This is good, but it's like good like Shadowrun Returns was good in that once I like it. I liked it the first time I played it a lot more because then I played the other two and I was like, oh, these are way better. These are just a huge step up, both of them. It's not bad still. You get to become a musician, a famous musician. You become a star, and you're also a famous Shadowrunner. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you want to be a famous Shadowrunner, but you get to be one. The other two have new, fresh characters. That's why I just don't count 1, 2, and 3. Obviously, because it's the same story, but also because you were supposed to import your characters. I'm assuming you were supposed to import your characters, because now you're playing as the same one through the whole thing. I'll just talk to this guy until he's out of stuff to talk. This is a fancy new base. Moving up in the world, lady. Is this where she is? No. Norton's here. Has he been working for her this whole time? I haven't been reading. It's been a while since I played this. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to it and have the reading at my lead so I can actually start reading. That was just a little romp through a game I like. You got to see some combat, got to see what the game's about. If you haven't picked up these games, take a look. I'll put the link to this guy's workshop in the description, but other than that, find it on your own, assholes. They're on all the stores. Shadowrun Returns, Shadowrun Dragonfall, Shadowrun Hong Kong. Anyway, see you next week on Wacky Wednesday. What is it? Wildcard Wednesdays.